right, y'all. Here's the open. You can see this mark up here. If we break above 10 points above this high, we'll take this buy for a wick. There it is. I think we got tapped in. No, not yet. Almost. All right, now we're tapped in. So somewhere right there. I'll look for a 50-point stop loss. There we are in the buys. And we're just gonna take it up to this trend line and see how it reacts. It may or may not get in that trend line. we're gonna react. Can you identify and react? Dig. Let's see something here. Here we go. Let's see. Look for that wick. If it starts to leave a wick at the top, we may jump out, but 50-point stop loss will be somewhere right here, just beneath this swing low. We'll look for a retracement here in a sec. 30-minute is giving us a GAN flip up. We're gonna see how it responds to the Asia low, which is this blue box I just put on the screen right there. So we have a buy 10 points above this dot here on Carbon Capital. Hey, we're in the buy. Are you in the buy? Oh, you want to make coffee instead? Go ahead. You're late. No, you're late. If you're thinking about getting into a buy right here, it'd be pretty dangerous because that wick is just going up and down and up and down. So we'll just be patient. Be patient. It'll come. We got 2.5 more minutes to a new candle. Definitely thinking about what's happening on that trend line and what's happening on Asia low. Asia low is right here. We bullish all of a sudden? No. Just trading the open. Because there's some liquidity sitting up here in forms of stop losses in the higher price range. So we could be on our way to potentially knock that out, which is basically this level right here. Knock that level out. Then we could look at maybe taking a sale. So this little entry that we're in for the open is just for the retracement up. And now we could always go back to remember this, guys? Our fib tool. And we're above the 50. We're above the 30, 38. There's a definite nice push up there. Somewhere in this area, we're going to find rejection based on this levels here. That being said, it's going to get ready to take half. No, I'll be taking half pretty fast. I'm gonna protect this trade. 10 points in, I'm getting stopped out. I'm just gonna protect it at 5. That's it, guys. Nothing to it. Just get your idea. What was our idea? This is what I sent out. If it comes above this area here, 10 points above, I'm gonna take it up. All right, so now I got stopped out in profit. All right, 477 for the day. Not too bad. All right, so then we can watch, see how this plays out. I was really looking for some kind of reaction or rejection based on this level here that I had just looked left and saw. I wouldn't be interested in getting anywhere here. I think our entry was the one that we're going to take. This definitely has the bullish momentum. Here we go. I'm just looking at this real quick. This is called what they call this? Volume Plus by DGT. Now it shows you where the volume in the market is. And it was at the 8:30 candle. And this is a regression line. So 5 minutes, it's going down. 15 minutes going down. 30 minutes going down. I mean, the regression, the candle is going up. There's the 1 hour. It's kind of sideways. Not so much down, but it's kind of down. 5 minutes. So we're outside the channel, which means that we could potentially be changing directions. So we'll just have to wait and see. All right, just taking a quick peek at that guy. Took a peek at. You can see that we rejected this diag on the 4 hour. Could potentially be headed down to touch this arc. So we kind of come up on this retracement. We may be coming to the mountain. We might be headed to this mountain right here. That's just gonna take time. I'm just looking at the New York Open, man. We just we took our entry. Here's our entry on a buy. I kind of talked us through what it was gonna be like. This is 100. We took half with it. Let's see, I can show you my trade right here. Bam. Jump in there and zoom in. All right, 10 points above this high. You can measure that right here. Yeah, I wouldn't enter anything right here. I wouldn't enter anything right now. Just gotta give it some time. But 10 points above this high right here, we entered. We go immediately into profit. That's what I'm talking about. Drawdown at all. Kind of ranged a little bit, so I took half here, and then it knocked us out in profits. So definitely happy about that. All right, so pay attention to here is our I guess you call it algorithm. Algorithm is telling us something right here. You gotta pay attention. We had a break up, all the way up. Okay, break a structure up. Now, people hit sell right here. I didn't hit sell. I hope y'all didn't hit sell either. There's stop losses here, sitting right there. Okay. Selling right now and there, which is fine. But this is part of the bank, institutional money market movers evil plan. Okay, so it goes up. All right, and then we reach, this is called a reason to push up, sitting right here. Those stop losses are the reason for price to go up, to push. Reason to push, RTP. I can't spell with a mouse. So you're gonna see price come down, and then we're gonna look for AOR, area of rejection. So, all right, so here's the break of structure. BOS, going up, that's 1. Here's RTP, that's 2. It's gonna come down and find support, which means it's gonna stop going down. And that's gonna be our area of rejection. That's number 3. And then number 4, guys, number 4, that's our green light. We're looking for a break of structure. Going up again. I know I'm scribbling all over the place, but that's basically what we're looking for, okay? that little sequence. It's the same sequence every day. Now, it's just our job to identify when those things are happening. So this is obviously reason to push back up because of those stop losses. So when we got out of this trade, that was actually a really good scalp. Scalp is when you get in, you get out. You ain't trying to hang out in there for a long time. Now, yesterday's trade, oh my gosh. Did y'all hold that trade? Sheesh. I said it's going to give us this break, this trend line break. And when it does, we can look for it to come and test this order block. We can look for it to come and test this level here. We can look for it to come to this trend line. And then ultimately, we can look for it to come into this gold bar, which it did all of those. That was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. Or something. Coffee's making. That's what I'm talking about. Vic, man, good to see you on the Zoom, dude. I'm recording this and I'm gonna post it to our YouTube channel. You go back and watch how today's NYSE New York Stock Exchange Open, the market open. It's always important to check that out, man. God, already, brother. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna catch this thing, man. I think we're in the same time zone, Central Standard Time. I was in LA. It's still early for them. New York is 9:30, so they've been at it for a while. Okay, got some action back here. All right, so we're gonna do the number one. Let me go here, man. Since I know you on here, I'm just gonna put this on here too. Go to a blank screen so I can type. Here, I'll just write. Man, one of the number one things to remember in this situation is price. Price is just melting away. See, this is called impulse. People who are impulsive, they're gonna click sell. And right when they do, man, they're about to get that lunch taken from them. Be calm. Be calm. Dude, I was gonna say this is rule number one, but no, this is not rule number one. This is one of the most important rules though. Be calm and watch price. Mouse print, okay? What we're doing is we're watching price print right now. Every candle that's being printed, we're just watching it. Why? It has to line up with our rules before we can entertain any kind of engagement, because the only thing the market wants to do is take our money. So at this point, I've extracted from the market $177 in the matter of just a few seconds. 10 minutes? No, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And I'm probably done for the day. We're gonna see. I don't know what that kind of percentage does for you. That might help some folks. But the idea is to be calm, man. Be calm. Just because you see a big old fat red candle in there don't mean you gotta touch the button, man. That's the button right there. And it's gonna blink at you too. See how it's blinking blue and red? Touch me, touch me. That's that apple, man. That's that fruit, man. Touch me, touch me, touch me. Tyson, man, is like, ooh, boy. Looks good to touch. It ain't good to eat. I'll tell you right now. It lines up with your rules, man. You gotta be obedient to the rules. All right, so what are the rules? The rules are 3 rules. I'm gonna give them to you on the Zoom. Dude, and this is it. Let me write them out. Look at this. Number 1. Got these written down, man. I'll post them to our group so you got rules for entry. Number 1. Let me move this so you can see. You want a breakup structure. I have to explain to you what breaker structure means. I love it. Number 2, we want a flip. Gan flip is based off of a tool, an indicator that we use. Number 3, we want AOR, exiting an area of rejection. That's it. Those are our rules, bro. Right here. It's an indicator on TradingView. All right, you see how price is now pushing back up? This is what we thought. We said it was going to come up. We're looking for it to come down. We find the AOR. Now I'm looking for a breaker structure. Now if I go to a lower time frame, this may be my breaker structure. It definitely looks like one on 1 minute. I'm going to click buy because it's a 1 minute breaker structure. Now it could just range and it could just fall right back down. Okay, it could just fall right back down. So what I'm gonna quickly do is I'm gonna protect our stop loss, 50 points. Now this is a risk, a predetermined risk. Okay, that it's not gonna have any more opportunity to take from me than what I say. Okay, and in this particular account, 50 points is less than 1%. It's less than 0.5% actually. So it's always about percentages. That's why I'm using the lot size that I'm using. Based on the account size is what it's the lot size. The account size determines the lot size per trade. Okay. Let me look because we may have already touched. We touched this trend line. Let's see. If we close beneath this 38, I'm going to jump out of this trade. This 38 is this. If we close beneath that, I'm going to close the trade because that means it's not valid for a buy. For me. For us. So we got 30 seconds left. But I'm also going to be watching the 5 minute. Because the 5 minute GAN is still blue. So here's our rules at work, okay? Our rules state, right? Remember, number 1, let me bring it up here so we can see. Number 1, breaker structure. All right, so we saw the breaker structure on the 1 minute time frame, which is okay. It's kind of risky. Again, flip, that's this blue line. Here, I'm gonna turn it on and off so you can see it blink. See that blue line? It turns blue and it turns red. Currently it's blue. Okay. And then the AOR. The AOR is actually this little red box here. Okay, we'll do that again. That red box there is a 30-minute wick fill. I have to explain to you. Yeah, so that's a wick fill right there based on this candle's wick. All right, and now that's it. That's our rules. So we're just gonna watch a minute and a half go by and see if this candle that's jumping up and down is going to close above the 50 or beneath this 38, above this red or beneath this green. That's it. And if you can abide by those rules, you're gonna be okay. Okay, so I like that it's pushing back up, but it don't matter what I like. It only matters how I react. Okay. This little gray box here, that is resistance. Please break above resistance and take it to the mountain, which is what initial entry was thinking. This gray box, a little different color. I'll make it light blue so you can see what it is. It's when price came down and it went. Okay, so price comes down, rejects and goes up, okay? And then it comes back down to it, rejects and goes up. So now we're coming up to it and it may reject and go down. Or it may reject, or it may just push through it. We don't know, we just react. Okay, so I'm looking at this entry here. We're back in profit. What I'm gonna quickly do is protect. Dude, I protect so fast and it may knock me out here. We'll see. Because of the area of rejection that we're at. Yeah, so I get knocked out. All right. Because of that area, this blue right there, you just got to know that price will potentially reject that and continue down. So what I would call this right here, now, since I've taken 2 trades that I've entered and got knocked out in profit, I would wait 10 minutes. Y'all already know. You wait 10 minutes and get rid of the green arrow. That was my initial idea that y'all saw. And I will wait until this first 30-minute candle, because now I'm on 30 minutes. 30 minute, here's 1 hour, here's 30 minute. I'll make a box that covers the entire 30-minute candle right there. Bang. And I'm going to wait for it to break out of that. Until it breaks out of that, I ain't interested. Now, those rules and live by those rules and not be sucked in or enticed to jump in when it goes up, or jump in when it goes up, or jump in when it goes down. Now you're living by restrictions, dude. I'm restricting myself. This is where the power of fasting comes in. Together, it all goes to the side. It all works together. All right. So let me turn this down so I can see the candles a little bit better. Yeah. So now we're just gonna watch. We're gonna watch price. We're gonna see what it does. I mean, look, I don't know what it's gonna do. Okay, it's gonna do whatever it's gonna do. I don't need to know. I just need to be able to identify and react. Where is my identify and react label? Made one. There it is. I just got to remember, that's our job. Our job is not to predict. Our job is not to try to know what's going to happen. We don't have to know. We just need to identify and react. Okay. And so our sequence that we look out for actually did happen. It happened on the lower time frames. Okay. We saw a breaker structure. Okay. We saw the reason to push, which is sitting up here. It still hasn't pushed above it. Then we saw AOR, area of rejection, found support right here. Support means that it's going to find a place to land. Okay, so love this right here. That became support. Structure here. That's where we jumped into this bar right here. What? We jumped in that bar. Jumped in that bar right there. Right here. Hear me. Stand by. Probably all. Hello. Check. Hey. 1, 2, 3. Hello. That music is loud. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, we checking out the system, man. We checking out the system. That should be better.
Well, it cut out in such a way that you were saying a lot, but I didn't hear it.
Y'all probably didn't even hear none of that. But y'all can see it though. We may just have to delete this whole thing. Anyway, what are we doing? Let me recap. All good, man. Sorry about that. He's still praying for us. He got the praying hands on. Amazing. All right. Is this it? No. Y'all couldn't hear me? Yo, man, I'm gonna have too much fun with this thing. All right. We're waiting for the price to come either out of this box But we had to break the structure up. We took that. We took 2 sales or 2 buys, closed out in profit. $76.
It's good and happy with and just gave $576.
Oh no, what's going on here? Stand by for news. Check. I don't know what's going on here. I think that might be something. Optimized. Check. Is that okay? Can y'all hear?
Yeah, because I think what is happening is
that I just need to turn off all this stuff. Check. Check. Still trying to figure it out, man. Hello. Check. Anyway, keep price print. We'll get it together, man. As they get it together in the sound ministry. Yeah, so stay calm, be calm, watch price print is the whole secret. If there was a secret, that's what it is. Next is have rules. If you don't have rules, you get toast. Okay? Buy and react. All right. Keep watching. So these 2 buys and this consolidation. Now, whenever price is in this box and it's just bouncing up and down kind of thing, is up and down in this box, that's called a range. A range, which is what I had down here for the gold bar. But anytime price goes sideways, that means it's just wandering home on the range, you dig? And it'll bounce them from that end to this end, from this top to the bottom, and just range. So we stay out of that. That's why I said until it breaks out of this box, I ain't interested at all. So what is interesting to me is that it has yet break beneath this level here. Let me get rid of this box. We don't need it no more. Look, we don't need that 30-minute wick fill because it's making a new 30-minute wick fill right now, which is this long wick here to the top. So the thing about Fridays, typically it's a trap. They call it Trap Friday, man. You don't want to get trapped in here because it'll range all day long. It won't give us the kind of moves that we saw yesterday. Yesterday's was just, come on, slammed all the way down. 434 points. God, dog. Crashed yesterday, and we capitalized on the crash. So now, he's going to wait and see, wait and watch. This is my favorite coffee cup. Moon, baby. That means we going to the moon.
Where'd you get it?
Where'd I get it? Where'd I get it? Number 1 fan. All right. Hey, price is still moving. I know we have news at 9 o'clock, I believe. That's why price is moving so crazy. So if I come down here, 9 o'clock, high news, Michigan consumer sentiment. If you go to myfxbook.com, you're going to see the economic calendar that tells us when news is hitting. So I see some impulsiveness down to the bottom. Be careful. Be careful. Impulsiveness, when price just jumps in a certain direction just massively, like trying to stand in front of a locomotive, man. You just stay out of the way. Now, it may come out of this box. See how it's coming out of this box right here? It's peeking its head out. It's peeking its head out. I'm not interested in that. That's not what I want. I want to close. I want the countdown timer to close. And I see this trend line right there. So now it has to get beneath this box, has to get beneath this trend line. Need to enter into the sell. Now the GAN flipped. A new 30-minute wick fill, which is this wick right here, and I'll make it red. I'll get rid of this blue area. Just keep updating, man. That's the idea. Is keep updating as price prints. Beneath this red and green line, we'll see what happens. We go to 2 minute. I think, we're about 10 seconds left till 2 minutes. Now look, it looks like it's gonna bounce off that trend line and go up back into the range. We'll see what happens. It's all about just being patient, man. Be patient. There are times where I would see that kind of bearish volume going down, and I'd be like, come on, let's go. Let's get in this mug. Let's go. Take it. Get it. There's some other windows that I look at. Other ways to look at the market, just some different things. Basically, the way we trade is price action. I'm really just interested in looking at this right here, this little top part that tells me how much volume is in the market. Just like, turn up the volume to the music, man. The more volume, the more sellers are in this particular candle. But you see that there's more green than there is red. So just because we have a pretty decent bearish candle doesn't mean we're going to continue down. There was more bulls in the market. There were more buyers. So we just got to be patient. It's breaking through all those. Got about, and here's the part, man. Here's the hard part. You got about 40 seconds left. Don't jump into this thing yet. Not yet. Not yet. It looks right. Oh, it looks right. That's what I'm talking about. Enticement. You know, we got some folks ready, just itchy to click that sell button. They got to wait a minute and a half for this 5-minute candle to post, to print. What happens is last minute is most, because you might see a wick just creep all the way back into this range. Believe me, keep watching. The idea is just be patient, man. Even if it does go down 50 points. If it went down 50 points, I wouldn't like it. But, we're 65 points. Ugh. "40 seconds of this candle. See what happens last little bit. So I'm gonna get rid of the opening. Get rid of that gray box because we already broke through it. I'll get rid of the red and green because we're already with it. And now AOR, we have breaker structure. This is legitimate sell opportunity. Unless that wick creeps up, but we don't. 10 seconds to decide. So what I would do, I would minimize risk. Minimize risk. I would go in low. Up, 2, 1. It did not close beneath the trend line. It closed above the trend line. Dude, it was the last second. I mean, it is a GAN flip down. All of our 3 rules line up, except, when I make a trend line, that's not our rule. That's just common sense. See how it reacts on that trend line. Look what it's doing. It touches that trend line and goes up. How far does it go up? It goes back into our range. Goes back into the range, the 30-minute candle range. Ugh. So we're back in the range. The range zone right there. Go mess with that. No sell. That's why I say just be patient, man. Be patient. And that takes... How did I know that there was going to be a wick to the bottom? It just takes... You got to put some time into watching this movie. Okay? You got to watch this movie. This is the new Netflix, okay? This is the new Netflix, okay? This is what you need to be watching. If you're gonna get better, you gotta watch this. If you don't watch this, you ain't gonna get better. Because you just have to watch this thing print, man. You can learn her. You gotta learn Nas, man. Or any other instrument. It's interesting that they call each of these instruments. 3 minutes left. I see the wick came. Risky sell on the 2 minute. It looks like build up. Definitely not interested in a sell, because if we get into a sell, that means that we're in this gold bar. This gold bar represents a no trade zone, a range zone. But if we that, because I already know I'm not looking for that. Okay, here's what we could potentially be looking for today. I mean, I don't know. The market's going crazy after yesterday's crash. Nobody wants to get involved. Here's what I would love to see. I can say it like that. I would love to see us reach down here into this gold bar. Maybe do some build up, some fake outs, some this, that, and the other, and then give me a clear, bullish momentum out of here and retrace and take us to the mountain. This is the mountain I'm talking about right there. We can get to that level today. Boy, that's good right there. That's real good. Is this sounding any better or no?
5 million times.
Okay, then there was something else that was going on. It was the devil. No, I'm playing. Stretch your hands towards this sound stuff.
Demons of interference.
Get that the demons. Tell them demons to get up out of this sound. Dude, this coffee is amazing. Vic, I need some music, man. Come on, bro. I know you got some music over there, man. I'm over here listening to this. It's cool. Music, dude. I need some inspiration, man. I need some inspiration up in here. Music helps. You know that. Music helps. What time is it? 9:09. See, this is the part of trading that nobody wants to talk about. The boring part, where you just kind of, what do you do? Just wait. Like, there were times that we were watching the chart, dude, on the minute. We were watching it for hours and hours and hours and just studying it. And it was like, for the majority of the time, it doesn't do anything. So like these two entries I took, that's why I said I'm probably done, because I ain't seeing much of anything. Anyway, what do you do, man? You listen to music, what we like to do, we like to say while we wait, we hydrate. That's why you gotta have good coffee, good tea, or whatever. While we wait, we educate. We wait, we motivate. We celebrate. You dig? These wicks are funny. You got one wick to the top, you got one wick to the bottom. It's like, let me open this up. Okay, so I can see. Oh, my squiggly line ain't no. Let's get rid of it. All right, kind of understand what's happening though. I see a 5-minute trend line that needs to be broke here. So let me just do that too while it's making a bullish run. You see how this candle out of nowhere, just green candle out of nowhere. Typically, people would just click buy right there. Well, what happens if you click sell when it right here? You lose. Yeah. So it's caught in the range, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's the stereotypical caught in the range. But what I do like about this is that if we can't break out of this trend line, if we can break out of this box, we have room to go because of last night's crash. All this trend line right here, man. That trend line right there. And I'm very interested in Asia Love right here. See? Yeah, so that I just put up there, that's Asia Low. We could just be tapping that and then crashing down. So it's not like it's going to be very much. All right. That trend line right there. We're tapping the top of market open. Could just be retracing down. Ultimately, I'm looking for this thing to continue down, but there's got to be some retracement somewhere. Hey. Day trade booster. I threw this fib up here just so I can see the 38 level, which is the top of the mountain. That's what I thought. Okay. So we just take this thing to the top of the mountain and be done. That's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Keep watching. Just keep watching. Right. Got about a minute and some change. Watching the NYSE Market Open, New York Stock Exchange Open, 8:30. We'll go for a few more moments and just see how price wants to react. Got about 15 minutes to a new 30-minute candle prints. Asia low to be tapped and then continue down. So we'll see. We'll see how it reacts. See how it reacts. That's all. We're getting a 5-minute dot. So we got a little high on there. Because we broke that trend line. All right. It'll be a decent push up. That up real quick. What am I looking at? Oh, that's it's 4 hour real quick. That's a range right there. I'm just going to drag that out a little bit so we can see it a little bit better. I'm back to 30-minute. Zoom out. Oh. What are they doing back there? See how it reacts to this trend line again. Come on now. It's kind of inching up. It wants to break out, but even if it does break out of this 5-minute trend line, there's a higher time frame trend line going up that I could see rejection. We come here, we tap it, and then we head back down. So Pretty interesting situation we're in. All right, so the candle closes in the 8:30 opening market range. Does not close above. We want to see it reach above. It's high. Okay. Just kind of looking at some other stuff. Just gotta wait and see. What else we got on there? That's it. All right. Just watching. Just waiting and watching. The buyers were in the market today, though. Go to CNBC and we can check that out. All I'm looking for is the colors. Well, I don't know. We'll give it a few more moments. This may be something that we see the market actually take off. At 11 o'clock. A little bit more time to go. Seeing a rejection here. We'll jump to 30 minutes. It looks like it gave us a new high. Well, based on that dot, it did. So, get rid of this. Red, Wickfield. All right, now you see the push up. That's the volume I'm talking about. So we jump into the buy. 50-point stop loss. Our third entry of the day. Right. On now. Push on up. Let's see how it reacts to this trend line. You can tell that it's going to get caught up here a little bit. Let's see if we can push on through. Take us to the mountain. Let's go. See if we can take us to the mountain. Oh, something happened. It wants to. It kind of reached up in there and then rejected, didn't it? Like in a split second. That was the volume we wanted to see. Watch. Sprint. Yeah, everything's looking like it wants to go to the mountain. So TP 12,400. 404. What is my TP here? TP here is 12,408. That would be nice. As you can see on this GAN map, that's what I call it. At this level here that we tapped into and now we're rejecting. So definitely opportunity for us to continue higher. Just how high? We don't know. How high does the bulls want to take us? The bulls got their horns, and so they grab price and then they throw it right back up. It's kind of the picture we have in our head. Cool. All right. So we took our third entry of the day based on the breakout of this trend line. We dove into that bar. We knew we were going to see some resistance on this trend line going in the opposite direction. So close above that, we'll definitely be able to see some higher price ranges. If not, we're risking minimum. All right. I mean, minimum. Okay. You gotta be patient and wait. At the Asia, well, this is saying we're at Asia low already, but the 5 minute is saying we're not. So we still have room to go up. 12, 388 will be our 1-to-1. Let's see if we can get up there, y'all. Take us to the mountain. You dig? Take us to the mountain or take us out. One or the other. Because even if we do suffer a loss today, it will be a very intellectual loss. Right?
Yes, no stupid loss.
It will be, no stupid loss. Estupido loss. You dig? Yeah. So at least it was rules based. Okay. It was based on the rules. Breaker structure, Gann flip, AOR, all that stuff. Okay. And so our initial idea is still at play, guys. Look at this. Look at 8 minute time frame. It broke up. Reason to push is here, sitting up here in stop losses. Came down, found the AOR. Now we took it up. Now we going up. Y'all, come on. We're seeing a little bit of profit there. And the reason why we don't just take that profit is because now, this being our third entry, we need to have our rules for exits, okay? The rules for exits. The rule for exit is when it hits a 1-to-1, which is what this is here, meaning that if I risk 50, I need to adjust that. I need to make that 50. Okay, if I'm risking 50, then my rule is until it goes into profit 50, I can either take full profit, I can protect the trade, right? Partials. And at this point, I have 5 pennies on the line. 5 pennies right now look like $42. So a lot of people would take that, but that's not our rule. Our rule is once it hits that 50-point mark is when we have the right to touch it. Until then, I don't even have the right to touch it. Are them rules? You have not earned the right to touch it until it has reached a 1-to-1. That's the mindset behind it. That is the psychology behind it. You have a right. Somebody got stopped out.
Me?
In profit. That's awesome. I love it. So we don't have the right to touch it. Now you have to use, I would say common sense, but you have to have trader sense, okay? We see it getting hung up on this trend line here. Like, the sign of a good trader is to know when to just kill the trade. Just kill it, right? Because it has potential to go in our direction, but you have to use trader sense, man. Does it get held up by this trend line? Does that tell us just to kill it? No, not necessarily. We have to give it some time. If I look at the lower time frame, I get more candles, right? It tells me there's wicks to the top. To the top means that sellers don't want sellers come into the market at that particular price. So I'm looking at price. It's at 12,378. I know that that's a pretty interesting zone. We may come down here and tap into these lower price ranges that entice the buyers to come back into the market. Because the market, the price is coming down, we better buy because we missed out on the chance here. Now we're having FOMO. And so if the price comes down here, buyers are saying, oh yeah, I'm not going to miss this opportunity to get in it while it's cheap. And then it goes higher. So it's all psychology, man. Human psychology. The market is nothing more than just a representation of human psychology. You know how people think? It'll be all right. There's only fear and panic, or fear and greed. Panic and greed is what move those markets. They fear, just like a bear gets real scared, and they sell. Okay. Sorry, I got that backwards. So the ones who panic, right? The ones who fear, they actually buy. They buy. Or is that greedy? Maybe I'm all mixed up. It all feels the same. Right? What is it? So if somebody's panicky, just like okay, perfect example. People panic, they go and buy gas. They go and fill up all their cars and all their gas tanks because they're panic. They're fear. You know what I mean? They get all panicky and they start fearing. And they let fear run them. Then there's greed. Yeah, so greed will cause them to react too in the market. So those human emotions, unless subdued, right? The trader, you feel them too sometimes. Sometimes you feel like scared to even touch the button. You're like, man, I'm afraid, I'm nervous. I'm nervous to even enter in this because I don't want to lose. My dog is growling at somebody. Knock it off, man. Fear. Dogs ain't nothing but fear, man. They can smell fear. If you're greedy, then you'll stay involved. After you click the button, you'll stay involved longer than what you should. And price will come back to where you entered and you was greedy. You should have, based on your rules, had you had rules when to get out, have given you the profits that it wanted to give you had you stuck to your rules. The market wants to give you what you need. You just have to have rules to get it. Market ain't nothing but men. And give unto your storehouse, right? Cause men to give to you. Well, where's the men that got the money? In the market. So you just have to be able to tap into that deal with peace. That's the one right there. You got to have peace. Even in the midst of drawdown. Even in the midst of being negative. So right now I'm in the red. I'm negative. Right? But because I'm risking so little, account balance, this is nothing. It feels like nothing. It feels no emotions attached to this trade. Honestly, I have an emotion attached to my decision because I want to be right. You have to be okay with being wrong. And a sign of a good trader is knowing when they're wrong. So I'm not seeing anything that's telling me we're wrong. Let's do this because I see this bull push up from right here to here. And now I can say, give myself a rule. Says, if this price comes over here, beneath this red line, we'll get rid of this white box because we don't need it for right now. It comes and closes beneath this red line. Fill this trade. Don't even think about it. Just assassinate the trade if it comes here and closes. Just assassinate that mug. Be good with it and be done. That's if it comes down. Not if it comes down here and leaves a wick, but if it comes down here and closes here, then I'm done. That's it. Man, yeah, I'm gonna be done. Which, even if it's a loss, I still win because I made that rule and I'm still living by the rules. So it's all psychology. Okay. These rules for myself. Restriction, man. Restriction. Limitations, boundaries. Okay. Budgets. It's another word for it. Budgeted in my day how many times I'm going to be wrong. Good with it. Can't be right every time. So what? So for our third trade, see, it could have been in profit, and we could have been stopped out. Could have, should have, would have. We're gonna kill you every time. Let's see what's important here. I always go back and see, okay, what am I missing? Because I may be missing something. And I see this wick here, the 30-minute wick zone here that I didn't have marked up. Let's just see if I had it marked up. You can't see everything. That's why you need multiple eyes. That's why I really enjoy having a team. Because we have more eyes together than we do alone. So I see that we had this 30-minute wick zone that we have yet crossed above. We crossed above it. We haven't closed up here. We need a candle to close here. Okay, 1 minute. I can see that we're in consolidation mode. We consolidating to break down, which would be fine. No. You're watching this on YouTube and you watched this video up until this point. That means that you've gotten some value out of this deal. Go ahead and do me a favor and very gently hit that thumb. Hit that thumb button, that like button. It's gonna help us out a little bit. Subscribe to this channel. If you have not already, we would love to have you. Sign up for the notifications, y'all, so you don't miss any other time we go live or we post a video of us trading live. New York Stock Exchange Market Open, NASDAQ 100. We appreciate you sticking with this video, even if you're watching it in slow mo or if you're watching it in fast mode, whichever. Thanks for hanging out. To learn more about missions trading, you can find us on Instagram at missions.trading. If you have any questions for me, you'd like to hit me up, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, all that stuff at Aaron D Channel. Yeah, but I'd love the questions you have. All right. So let's see here. It looks like we're challenging this 38, this green line. Okay. Wakefield, because I don't think we need it. Boy. My little dog, you can hear every little paw scratch on the floor. It's funny. It is 9:34. Just kind of keep watching this open, man. Let's see. I have an 8-minute. You know what? 8 minutes. Or need to see. Okay. Getting hung up right here. So anything is possible in this trade because we had such a bullish momentum. Tells us that buyers are ready to buy. Is there any more news? Okay, no more news. Oh, there is news at 11:30. Anytime news hits, man, it's gonna move the market. Okay, so I think I can see something kind of starting to form. See, remember, it's all about identify and react. I can see that we're rejecting these price ranges here to take us higher. So know that price could slam down here and touch this yellow dash line first before we go up and touch the mountain. So because we don't know, we don't do anything. We're already in the trade. We take our hands off of it and let our rules over this trade. No longer our emotions attached to the trade. It's our rules that manage the trade. Why we don't get upset. We don't feel anything. The rule is what's carrying the of it, and the rule is for the and in the trade management. Okay, so the trade management is based on rules. The trade entries is based on rules. What is the trade management? The trade management means how long do we stay in? When do we get out? Get out whenever we hit $20? I mean, it's not ideal, but the rules say no. You have not earned the right to touch anything until it has reached 1-to-1. Meaning if you risk 50, it has to go 50. If you risk 20, it has to go 20. 1-for-1. Until it has done that, you have not earned the right to touch it. Man, you can't even. You just can't think about touching it. You don't even try. I'm gonna adjust this take profit up a little bit because $500 sounds better than 40. But I won't be able to do anything with this trade as far as when I get out until it's reached 50 points. You dig? Here's a good sign. We're seeing a bullish push up, trying to close above this daily trend line right there. Let me show y'all this daily trend line. Now, ultimately, I do believe that price is going to continue down at some point. Yes. Today, potentially. Don't know. The trade we're in right now. Daily trend line. Let me change the color of it so that we can see it on a lower time frame. So our daily color, which is light blue. Put that right there. Come on, man, give them. That's it right there. All right, now I'm going to go to 30 minutes. See how we touched that blue line and rejected it? That tells us that price doesn't want to go up like that. So at this point, it doesn't. That doesn't mean it never wants to. See how we came and touched that blue line and rejected it once, twice? This candle kind of touched it. Now we're coming back to this 5-minute trend line, kind of bouncing there. At some point, it's going to break. Some point, it's going to break either up or down. We're hoping it goes up for a little bit, but we don't know. See what happens. Today is one of them days where you just get trapped into a trade. That's what I call it, trap days. Time 9:39.
No.
Feels good to be knocked out of the trade in profit. All right, we're touching that 38 line one more time. We shall see. There's a couple of YouTube pages. Go to check some stuff out. Here. Oh, it's frozen. Is it? Yeah, it's frozen. Yep. That. a cool outlook. So it seems like it wants to come and touch this equilibrium here. Get tapped out right here at our 50-point stop loss. See what happens. But this is telling us that we're at the equilibrium of this bear push down. We're anticipating, or we're looking to see if it wants to come and touch the mountain right here. Based on this choppy bearish push, bullish push up. Shall see, ladies and gentlemen. Now, based on structure, this stop loss, because we're so under leveraged, 75 points. So if I were to move this stop loss to structure, 63 or 75. See what that looks like. That's 500. That's still super under leverage for this account. So we can just say, man, let's just hold this trade all day long. That adjustment, that's 129 points. Yay. And 15 is here, 129, 130. Come on. Now we move to 130, 140 is cool. And we'll see what it wants to do for the rest of the day. The rest of the day could just melt all the way back down. All we know is we don't know. This is our GAN. Bearish push wants to come all the way back down to the GAN line, potentially. All right. Let's see. Remember we said if it closes beneath this 50, we could kill this trade, which will be fine too. Because ultimately, I'm looking for this thing to go back down, continue down. That's it. 43. I see that it left a 5-minute dot. Still haven't given us a 30-minute dot, but it did give us a 30-minute wick fill here. I'll go ahead and mark that up. Oh, and 15 seconds left till we kill this trade. If it's beneath that 50%, so it looks like it's gonna be. Let's look. 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, we're gonna kill that trade because it closed beneath this 50% level here. But because we risk so little, right? We risk so little, we're still in profit for the day. We didn't give all of our profits back to the market. And that is the key. Somebody say, amen. Right. I think that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate y'all watching to the very end. If you have any questions, you have any ideas you want to share, hit me up, man. Love to check it out. All right. We'll see y'all in the next video, guys.